Así se siente México, así se siente México, así como los labios por la...
Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Unrooted Women's Soccer Edition, and my guest for this week's show is none other than junior forward on the women's soccer team here at Menlo College, Ariadna Ramirez. Ariadna, thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Let's start by talking a little bit about yourself. Now, I want to go back to last year. You broke out and scored your first 3 collegiate goals in a very quick span of just 5 games, and they all came in the month of October. What allowed you to suddenly find quick success at a very important time in the year?
Well, I think as an international student, it's a bit hard at first, but then that coaching staff gave me a lot of confidence in myself, and I think it was just a great teamwork, not only me, but it was just a good combination of everything.
Yeah, everyone's setting you up in good positions to score goals,
Yes.
and of course, once you do it once, you're like, hey, I can do this. Then you start doing it more and more and more.
Yeah.
Your confidence grows. Your playing time gets more.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff going hand in hand. Now, as you said, you're an international student. So, being a student athlete from another country, you're a long ways from home, especially during the year. What is it that you miss the most about Puebla, Mexico, when you're in season?
There's 2 things I miss a lot, and it's my family and my food, which I miss the spicy taste of it, and it's just hard, but it's a good experience for me as well.
So what is your all-time favorite thing? Something that mom makes?
Yeah, I guess the homemade fresh food is just something that I actually miss a lot.
What is it that she excels at?
I would say enchiladas. Pretty good.
I'm all of a sudden hungry.
Yeah.
Because see, I really love Mexican food. So enchiladas, tamales.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I have some of it here, but it's just a bit different still.
Yeah, it's definitely more Americanized in many facets, I'm sure. And I've unfortunately never been to Mexico, so I can't say I've had, legitimate Mexican food before, but that's one thing on the bucket list. If I go down there, I'm going to just binge eat for a week straight, probably put on 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Because
you for sure should.
Oh, I definitely will because of that. And you recommend Puebla as a good place?
Of course. It's one of the 4 biggest cities of Mexico, so it's very nice.
Perfect. I'll know who to hit up when I go down there.
Cool.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about the team. Last week, the Oaks went to Arizona, split a pair of conference games. How important was it to get the big 4-0 win on Saturday after you lost on Thursday?
Well, first off, the loss on Thursday was very tough. But, I believe that we managed it correctly, and we learned from our mistakes in a really little time. So I think that helped us as a team to just face the next game as a whole complete new chapter, and but taking into account the mistakes on the game before, so we could fix them.
Yeah.
I think that was very important.
Yeah. Now, Carla Uribe and Ali Salzwedel scored their first goals of the year on Saturday, and for Ali, it was her first collegiate goal. How great was it to see so many different players get involved offensively in that win?
It's great. I mean, we have a small roster, but we're all very happy to have, for example, Carla back when she was hurt, and Ali, I'm so happy for her just because she's such a good player and such a hard worker that she deserved it.
Now you have just 2 weeks left in the regular season. What's the mindset of this team as you're making your final push towards what hopefully is a GSAC playoff spot?
Well, we're focusing a lot on the shape of our midfield, and that's something we have to work on. But a good attitude within the team, and just being coachable, and understanding where are we at, it's going to be really important at this point.
It's all going to be put to the test this weekend. You go up to William Jessup University. Now, you faced them once already this season at home, and you did get the win against the Warriors. How does that first game give you an advantage for this second meeting?
Well, we figured their weaknesses for sure, and I think it was very important to win that one so we could, face them being more confident now and during conference game.
For sure. All right, Ariadna, let's get into the final segment of the show. It's called Brownie Bites. I'm going to ask you 3 off-the-wall questions. Give me your best answers.
Okay.
Question number 1. Which teammate has the worst vision?
Erica, for sure. She can't see nothing without her glasses. Kind of funny.
So she goes contacts on the field?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wear contacts?
No, I don't.
No glasses either? So you have good vision.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So you have bragging rights
lucky,
over
huh?
her. Yeah. Question number 2. You mentioned in the opening you love spicy foods.
Yeah.
So I guess this makes question 2 fitting. Which teammate hates spicy foods the most?
I'm gonna go with the same one, Erica.
Really?
She doesn't like spicy food. I guess she likes it, but she just she thinks everything's spicy, so she can't eat it.
Yeah. See, that's me too, which is one of the really big weird things about me. Like, I love Mexican food, but yet I hate the spice that comes with Mexican food. I don't know how I manage it, but I probably just suck it up and power through it because it tastes so good.
I don't think Erica does that, though.
No, she tap out on that? And then question number 3. Last weekend in Arizona, it was pouring rain on Saturday. What teammate slipped the most while you were in the rain?
Corey. Oh, my God, all the time.
She feels like, I feel like she'd just be a person who would slip all the time anyways. It doesn't matter whether it's raining or not because she's always running all over the field
She's so fast
all the
too,
time.
so she can stop in the pound. So
Yeah, like I know you got speed, but I don't know if I've ever seen anyone at such a young age as a freshman come in and just sprint the length of the field, go down and make a play.
No, she's amazing. She's just such a good player. She's so fast and she's technical too, which is very important.
Absolutely. All right, Ariadna, thank you for joining me on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, folks. The women's soccer team, they're up in Rockland this weekend to take on the William Jessup University Warriors. The second time they've played them this season, but this time it's a conference match, and the kickoff of that game is set for 4 o'clock local time on Saturday before the Oaks come home for Oktoberfest weekend, Thursday and Saturday, Vanguard and Hope International. We invite you to tune in to next week's episode of Unrooted Women's Soccer Edition when Ariadna Ramirez will select the final interviewee of 2018 on the show with me, Brian Brownfield. Until then, we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.
Así se siente México, así se siente México, así como unos labios